Hi everyone, welcome to the Health Tip. This week it's Dr. Marco. Unfortunately, we have to do another in memoriam. Just a couple of weeks ago, Dr. Franco Colombo died, and he was a chiropractor and a bodybuilder, and now another really great big one in our profession, unfortunately, just died last week. So her name is Dr. Jeannie, and she was basically, if you go back in time, you know how I'm really big on making sure that children and pregnant women and babies are getting checked and, with chiropractic care, making sure their spines and nervous systems are working properly. A lot of the impetus of that kind of testing and getting us trained and certified came from Dr. Larry Webster. And after he passed away, there was a few years of kind of a lull period there, and then Dr. Jeannie kind of took the reins of that sort of pediatric part of chiropractic. So she kind of spearheaded more growth in the International Chiropractic Pediatric Association with classes and certification courses around the world and things like that. And she was also instrumental in getting the magazine that we have in our office, the Pathways to Family Wellness. This is a big part of her initiative and things like that too, and this magazine has become very big. Lots of midwives and doulas and other people that are working holistically around the pregnancy and birth and children love this magazine, and we love having it in the office too. So I'm just going to read just a quick little bit. This is Jeannie in her history. So she was young, 1920. She was together with her boyfriend at the time. They both became chiropractors, but she actually had an injury that caused some fractures in her spine. And then she said, fast forward to me at age 18 when I fractured my spine in two places. Tom and I were living together at the time, supporting our way through college. After a year of orthopedic treatment with minimal improvement, I wound up going to a chiropractor. And so listen to what she says here. We were fortunate to start with a chiropractor who shared with us the real purpose behind the adjustments. Yes, he explained, we work on the spine, but the purpose is not the treatment of bad backs. We work on the spine, adjusting vertebrae to take pressure off the vital nervous system. This allows the central nervous system to facilitate communication with the entire body, every cell, every system, and every organ. This maximizes our body's innate wisdom to express itself as it is designed to. So she goes through a bit of talking about her life, and then she gets into her births. So she actually has 6 children. And she said, birth for me was very intense. I had pain I had never felt before in my life. I reached the threshold that midwives talk about, where one must let go and give in to the process. In accord with my personality at the time, I continued to instead hold on tightly to my illusion of control. Tom's steadfast confidence in the body's intelligence offered me a soothing strength. He brought me inward to find the courage founded on the rationale that, of course, my body can do this. Women are designed to give birth. So with the peace and humility of letting go, we had all 6 of our children at home. Each birth was different and reflected the emotional state of my being at that particular time in my life. Each and every birth brought me into the embrace of my higher knowing. Trust in life itself entered into my heart and the hearts of everyone present. Birth is a rite of passage, both an honor and an awakening. It affects us all on all levels of our being. I am sincerely grateful for the courage I found to birth as I did. I know that resonating with the chiropractic principle in a practical way laid the path before me. Having my understanding validated by Ina May's wisdom, embracing the reassurance from Tom, and letting go to trust my inner being, for this I am forever thankful. So we are forever thankful for Dr. Jeannie and the great work she's done in the chiropractic profession, and hopefully all the chiropractors around the world will, celebrate together and resonate on a higher frequency, knowing that she did some great work for our profession, and because of her, thousands, hundreds of thousands of children and pregnant women are getting great quality care for improving their quality of life through a better balanced spine and nervous system. So that's your health tip for this week. Please share it, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.
So the chiropractic major premise is that there's a universal intelligence. There's an intelligence, it's not chaos, it's not random, but an intelligence present everywhere, in all matter, in us, connecting all of us, connecting the universe together. And that's a phenomenal major premise from which to start. When you recognize that there's an intelligence, our whole perspective shifts from doubt, from fear, from unknowing. That at least there's a sense of intelligence, order, that something knows, and that allows us in practical things in life. Well, I can trust my body when I'm giving birth, because there is an intelligence that knows just what's happening. I can trust the physical activities in my body. Maybe I can trust my relationships better because there is this intelligence, there is an order. And it takes us from that place of fear, where we're responding out of fear, not sure if everything's okay, to a place, it's okay, it's all okay. Now, the innate intelligence is that intelligence that's present in living matter. And so it's the communication within our bodies, within ourselves, telling our body every single function that it needs to do. So here we are, we don't have to think about how our heart is beating, how our lungs are working, how we're digesting our breakfast that we had. This innate intelligence is just coordinating and keeping all the functions in our body in harmony, in balance, in homeostasis. And because this innate intelligence is present in all living matter, again, there's that connectivity between all living matter through this intelligence. My defining moment, or my reason to become a chiropractor, had a lot to do with this recognition of innate intelligence. And I went to various different philosophy groups and listened to them. But the moment was when somebody from the stage quoted B.J. Palmer. And the quote was, "In our hasty thinking to secure an education, we are prone to say, 'I am a body with a soul.' Rather, we should say and think, 'I am that innate intelligence with a body in which to express myself.'" And you can see when our whole point of perspective shifts from just the physical into we are that connecting intelligence. That's who it is that is the essence of us. Then we can recognize we are connected with everybody along with this intelligence.